Have you ever sent a message, and the moment they don't reply, your brain starts panicking? Did I say something wrong? Did I annoy them? Are they mad at me? And suddenly, you're replaying every word you said like it's evidence in a trial. You check their last message, you reread your own, you analyze the tone, the timing, the punctuation. And within minutes, you're convinced. They're upset with you. But here's the strange part. Most of the time, they're not. So why does your mind do this? Why does silence feel like rejection? Why does a late reply feel like punishment? Why does a neutral message feel hostile? This didn't start in adulthood. This started much earlier. And it's not your fault. Imagine a child growing up in a home where moods changed without warning. One moment everything was fine. The next moment, a parent was distant, irritated, or emotionally unavailable. No explanation, no clarity, no safety. So the child learned something very important for survival. Watch carefully. Scan for changes. Notice the smallest shift in tone. Because those small shifts meant something. They meant, be careful, stay quiet, don't upset them. That child grew up. But the brain never stopped scanning. Now, instead of watching a parent's face, you watch text messages, you watch reply times, you watch wording. You are still trying to predict emotional danger, even when there is none. This is called hypervigilance. Your brain became extremely good at detecting emotional changes even when they don't exist. A normal person sees they haven't replied yet. You see, something is wrong. I caused it. A normal person hears, okay. You hear, they're annoyed. A normal person notices silence. You feel rejection. Because to your nervous system, silence once meant something bad was about to happen. So now, silence is never neutral. It feels threatening. And here's where it gets painful. You don't just think they're mad. You feel guilty. You feel like you did something wrong. You feel responsible for fixing a problem that might not even exist. So you start doing things, over-explaining, sending extra messages, apologizing without knowing why, trying to repair a relationship that was never broken. And the exhausting part? This happens in almost every interaction. Friends, partners, co-workers. Anyone who becomes slightly quiet becomes a source of anxiety. But here's the twist. This isn't intuition. It feels like intuition, but it's actually memory. Your brain is not reading the present. It's reacting to the past. You are responding to ghosts of old emotional patterns projected onto new people. You are fighting a danger that no longer exists. Think about how much energy this takes. Constant monitoring, constant analyzing, constant emotional responsibility. No wonder you feel drained after socializing. No wonder you overthink simple conversations for hours. You're not too sensitive. You're tired from protecting yourself all the time. And the hardest part? Because this happens silently in your head, nobody sees it. People think you're calm, polite, thoughtful. They don't see the storm of thoughts behind every small interaction. They don't see how much effort it takes just to send a simple message and not panic afterward. So, how do you start breaking this pattern? Not by forcing yourself to stop overthinking. That never works. You break it by recognizing one simple truth. Other people's silence is not information. It is empty space. Your brain is filling it with stories it learned long ago to stay safe. But you don't need those stories anymore. The next time someone doesn't reply, pause and ask yourself, do I have real evidence they're upset? Or is my brain trying to protect me from something that isn't happening? That question alone starts to separate the past from the present. Because the truth is, most people are not mad at you. They're busy, distracted, living their own lives. But your brain still thinks you are that child trying to read the room to stay safe. And now you know why. And once you see it,
you can slowly stop believing every story your mind tells you. You're not broken. You're someone who learned to survive very well. And now, you're learning that you don't have to survive anymore. You can just live.